Next, ladies and gentlemen, we dive into the mindset, strategy, and ambition behind shaping the UAE's urban legacy. For this fireside chat, please help me welcome to the stage the founder and chairman of Danube Group, Rizwan Sajan, and of course your moderator, Mousa, senior presenter at Forbes Middle East.
Thank you so much, Viwei. Now, from building materials to building an empire, Rizwan Sajan has really transformed Danube into a real estate powerhouse that is redefining affordable luxury in the UAE. And so in this session, we are about to dive into the vision, the strategy, and the leadership behind one of the region's most dynamic real estate journeys and what the future holds for Dubai's evolving urban legacy. And this is going to be a special one as well, because Rizwan is going to be taking questions from the audience at the end of our session as well. Rizwan, welcome.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I'm so happy. Good afternoon to all of you. And coming in, talking on Forbes is definitely a great, proud moment for me. And thank you, Khulud, for having us over here. So thanks a lot for all the Forbes team. With Forbes, we have been associated with it with a very, very long time. And always happy to be here and sharing some insights which we do in our business. So thank you so much.
Rizwan, it's wonderful to have you. You really are a success story made here in the UAE in the most incredible way. You know, growing Danube from a building materials company, as we said, to a real estate powerhouse. So what is the personal vision that drove that transformation, and how do you define legacy in the context of the UAE's evolving skyline?
I don't know how many of you guys know that Danube is not only a real estate firm. We started our company 31 years ago dealing in building materials. So you'll be very happy and pleased to know that Danube is the biggest #1 building material company, not only in UAE, but the whole of region. And that was started with a very small company with me and my wife doing this business. And today we have branches across the Middle East, across the GCC. And in for example, in UAE, we have 19 branches. You will find our branch in Fujairah. You will also find in Abu Dhabi, in Dibba. In Abu Dhabi also the same. In Mazaya you will find a branch. In Musafa we will find a branch. So 19 branches only in UAE. Exact that the same way our business has been there in the building material for the last 31 years. So when it was a possibility for us to start a property business, it was very easy because the integration was very, very simple, because 75% of the building material which goes into making of any building is there with our Danube building material, whether it is concrete, whether it is steel or any other material which is available, we supply to majority of the people. Now, then knowing all the contractors, knowing all the consultants, so we said, okay, this is the time after the expo we should enter into property business, and the journey was very easy because you should have that right people knowing you. And then if you have that marketing skill, then it's not difficult at all. And UAE gives a platform to all of us. And that's what happened. And we were able to capitalize on whatever experience we had and make it happen. And that's why you could see Danube in the last 10 years has evolved as one of the leading developers in the whole of region.
It is truly amazing to see it. And one of the things that Danube is really known for is affordable luxury. How did you identify that opportunity to make quality housing accessible without compromising on lifestyle? And how has that reshaped market expectations?
You see, when we tried to enter the property business 10 years ago, at that time, what we realized, there were big sharks, big giants already in the market. And we had to come and compete with them. Now, compete with the big sharks and big giants without knowing anything about the property was not going to be easy. So we then brainstormed as to how do we make our mark into this market where all these big sharks are sitting over here. Now, what we realized over here that 85% of the population of UAE, especially the expat population, they are living here for a very long time, and they would continue to live for a long time, because when you come to UAE, you don't want to feel like going anywhere else, because that is what UAE offers to, it makes you so much attached to this whole country or the city that you don't want to go and look for any other opportunity. And when I came to Dubai, I never thought I'm going to be here for so long, but every time I go out, I feel, no, this is a place I want to come back, and that happens with everybody, all of you, I'm sure. So I said, these are these people who are going to stay here for a longer time, and they are a working class people. They cannot get a loan, especially on the off-plan properties. Now, how do I make them my customer? Nobody was targeting at that time this market, niche market, which we were looking at, because everybody was selling all the big villas, targeting all the HNIs who are coming in the market. If you look at earlier, when I'm talking 10 years ago, we were talking about villas of 9 million, 10 million, 15 million. Everybody was busy selling that. And that's the time we realized, no, I'm going to target these people who are living here in Dubai, working class people, and I want to offer them the home, and I want to offer them the best home. And that's what we targeted, affordable luxury. Building material I already had, Danube home, furnishing we already have. So this is how the transformation happened, that we branded our company in such a way that if you want to buy affordable luxury at a good price, you should come to Danube only. And that's how the transformation happened. Absolutely.
Really
and then, not to forget, in order to solve the banking problem which majority of the people have, what we did was branded myself as the 1% man. So everybody could buy the property with only one person, and anybody can buy the property with one person. And that's how the company evolved, that people who don't have the money don't have to worry. Just pay the small down payment, pay 1% per month, and you have your property. And we have, with Touchwood, with everybody's help and God's willing, we have sold more than 20,000 apartments in the last 20 years. So
you really did see this gap in the market that is huge, as you've seen, and you've been able to fulfill that. And so as we're seeing Dubai really evolve from a trading hub to a global city, what are the key factors that you see that continue to make it as one of the most attractive real estate markets for investors in the world today?
I think it's all the vision of the leaders who have been shaping this country in such a way that everybody loves to come here. The biggest, most important thing, they have created the model of UAE in such a way that you come. When we started the property business, there was not even a corporate tax, that you can come here, make your whatever business you want to do, you can come and do the business and put all the money in your pocket. Now also, while I'm talking to you, there's not a single income tax. Whatever money people are making while they are working, they don't have to pay any income tax. Whenever you go around the world, whether you go to my country, where I'm living, or anywhere in Europe, Canada, US, you pay by the nose 40-50% taxation which you pay. And in UAE, you don't have tax. And that's one of the biggest advantage for the people to come in. I mean, I'm sure you must have heard this many times, but this is actually a boon for all of us, that we still don't have to pay any income tax or a corporate tax, which is also limited to only 9%. That is one of the most important factors. Second thing, what the government has done very smartly, the golden visa. Now today, if I want to settle down in, like we have an office in UK, and I came from UK, it's not easy to settle down over there. Or you can call it as your country, or you want to settle down and work there for a longer time. It's not easy to get the PR or residency of that London, unless and until you invest some money and work for many years. But here it's so easy. You just buy a property of $550,000, and that also you pay only 10-20%, and you get a golden visa. And that golden visa is valid not only for you, for your family, for your children, for your mother, your father. That easy they have made it. So a lot of, if I am a businessman wanting to come over here, what do I want is a permanent residency where I know that my future is secured over here. And or if I want a working class also, if I have to come and settle down over here, if I'm a doctor or any profession, they have made the visa profession so easy that you can come, settle down over here without any worry. And that's the second reason. The third reason is the safety. I'm sure you must be hearing around the world how difficult, how day by day the world is changing as far as the safety is concerned. But we are in UAE. Sheikh Mohammed had just mentioned that if a woman is traveling at 3 o'clock in the morning, it has to be Dubai. And not only Dubai, but whole of UAE. And that's how they have made the city such a way. And I'm really amazed many a time how they can manage such a safety environment in a city where you have people from all over the world coming in. So hats off to the security agency who have really made this city so much safe for us, all of us to live in. Then we have to talk about the infrastructure, the health, the road transport. Everything is so perfect. Anybody who wants to come and work over here or start their business over here, it's very, very easy. And that's one of the reasons I would say that today people want to move in UAE and start their business. And it has become from a trading hub to a real estate hub, because when you come over here, definitely you need to live in that apartment, or you need to have some villas where you're going to stay in that apartment. That's the reason I would say this is the transforming in such a way that this is going to go on and go on as long as we keep the same formula in the way which we are doing right now.
And of course, when you compare Dubai to other major markets around the world, the return on investment is quite extraordinary when you think about it, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah, there are so many aspects too that that you've listed there. Rizwan, when we're considering the UAE's strong development trajectory, particularly when we're looking at initiatives like the Dubai 2040 Urban Master Plan, what do you see as the outlook for the real estate sector in the next 5-10 years?
I think next 5 to 10 years, it's keep on growing. Of course, there might be some correction. If I have to say that there won't be correction, it would be wrong, because when you have so many players coming in, something which is going up has to come down a bit. Correction will be there, but the outlook overall will be very, very good, because I can't see any city in the world which Dubai can offer which other people can offer. The tourism industry, look at the tourism industry, the way it is growing with the casinos now going to come in Ras Al Khaimah, or the Disney World which is going to come in Abu Dhabi. You will be you'll be amazed with the amount of tourists who will wanting to come. And when you have tourism, you have jobs, you have so many things which is required by the city. So according to me, UAE has the plan. They know exactly what they want to do, how to drive the number of people whom they want in this 2040 plan, that they want to double the population, and they are moving with that plan gradually. And then this is something really, again, thanking the leaders who works out this plan for us. It's very easy that you're staying in a city and you're going according to what the government wants it. But there is somebody on the top who is actually planning it and making sure that the people want to come over here. Like I remember last year, 7,500 millionaires shifted to Dubai. Now that is a big number, 7,500 millionaires shifting to Dubai. And why would they want to shift? They are moving from different parts of the city where you have, like from my own city, India, from London, from USA. There was a time when people wanted to go to London. Now people from London are moving to Dubai. Now this will continue. Like I mentioned, correction will come, but there is a big, big chance that the market will keep going, and the 2040 plan which they have in mind, they will keep continuing and making sure it happens over here.
It's obviously a long-term vision as well. When you're talking about a correction, long-term, the UAE is well-placed for growth. And so with all of these factors, you've sold us, right? And so if somebody is looking to get into the market, they want to buy, what are the 3 most important factors that investors should be considering when they're entering the Dubai real estate market, especially in today's dynamic environment?
I think it's a simple thing. When you want to buy any property, the most important thing, you look at the location. Where you want to buy the location. Location is the key for anywhere you want to buy the property. Then the second most important thing is the developer's reputation. How a developer reputation is, how many years he is there, how many projects he has delivered, what is the quality of the projects he has delivered. Third most important thing, what is the value addition a developer is offering. When I say the value addition, I'm trying to market my Danube over here a little bit, don't mind please. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, which developer in the market will offer you 1% payment plan which we are offering you? A fully furnished apartment which we are offering you, a 40 plus amenities where your children, yourself doesn't have to go out. So this is what, you have to look at the reputation of the developer. What is he adding extra to the table rather than only offering you an apartment which just gives you a swimming pool or a gym. In our building, you will have a doctor on call. You'll have a nanny on board. You'll have all the sporting activities like cricket, football, paddle, children activities. Everything for everyone, and that's what we want to, and this I have learned from Emirates Airline that today when you travel Emirates Airline, would you want to travel any other airline? No. Because why? They pamper you so much. In Danube also we work on the same way. Pamper the customer so much that they would keep on coming back to you and they'll keep staying in the same building. And that's what anybody who is investing in the real estate should look. These are the three things which one should look on it.
Amazing, amazing. We're going to open it up now for questions for Rizwan. Who has a question for Rizwan? Somebody who has really had an incredible journey here. Yes, please. If we can get the microphone over to this gentleman, please. Over here in the middle. Who's got our microphones? Audience microphone. Right here. Thank you.
How are you?
Good afternoon, Rizwan bhai.
Good afternoon.
It's always pleasure meeting you and hearing you. We know each other for more than 30 years now. Of course, I know myself, but to educate the crowd, tell me your, the formula of adding Z to all your projects.
Yes, it's a very good question, I would say. When we thought about adding this Z, the whole idea was Danube offers A to Z solution. When I say A to Z solution, it's not only selling the property. Majority of the developers, you will say, okay, they will want to sell the property, and as property is sold, you got your payment, you deliver your building, and they go. But in our case, it's after the property, when after the property is sold to you or delivered to you, we ensure that we will rent this property for you at the highest rental. We have a team which will rent for you and also send you back the money. We will ensure that your property is maintained well. So we have a facility management company, our own facility management company, that will take care of the property after the property is delivered to you. So though it's a complete solution, I would say, for anybody who wants to buy, property from us. So that is the reason I said, okay, let's have that A to Z solution when you buy a property. So every project, when you see a Z in that project, you have to think it's a Danube, that you will get a full 360-degree solution when you buy, including the payment plan, including the furnished apartment, including the delivery, taking care of your apartment, renting the apartment, buying and selling of the apartment. The complete solution is given to you, and that's why the Z is there.
Yep, you've definitely thought of everything there.
Thank you.
We'll take one more question. One in the back over here, please.
Hi.
Oh, we have one here. Okay.
The only thing which we don't offer in our property is discount. If you come to our office, trust me, today, yesterday my wife called me, she says, I have my customer sitting, very good friend, and he is sitting in Kenya, and I want to give him discount. I said, this is the only thing you don't ask me, discount in Danube properties, the rest, anything you can ask.
For a discount. Yes, please.
Hi, this is Mr. Inayat Rahman. I'm the business editor of Gulf Today newspaper. First of all, a great honor for me to asking question, because in my 20-year journalistic career, I was the first to interview you in 2006.
Oh, nice.
So I started from you, basically. Sir, you mentioned that lots of millionaires and HNIs, they are shifting to the Dubai market. So you are normally forcing a mid-scale property. So do you have any plans to develop luxury properties also? No,
I don't. I'm very happy offering this affordable properties. So luxury properties, of course, we have done the Business Bay project also. We have done the Oceans also. So this is all semi-luxury, I would say. Very, very luxury? No, I don't have something which I would want to offer a villa of 30 million, 40 million, 50 million. But yes, 3, 4 million, 5 million, 6 million for me is luxury. And I'm happy doing that. So I'll keep doing that because that, you know, in our business, we say never change the success formula.
Yeah.
This has given me a success, and I would want to give more and more houses to the people who actually want to have houses in Dubai, and they cannot get that loan from the bank, and I will continue doing that.
And I think that that's part of your success as well, that you understand who you are, who your company
Absolutely.
is, who your market is, and you're there for them. Yes, the question at the back, please. Yep.
Yeah, thank you so much for this conversation. And I was listening to you, Mr. Rizwan, and I came up with a personal question. You know, my family pushing me to buy property, but I'm not actually thinking that I want to. So I started to think maybe I need to think differently about property. So my question is, what kind of mentality should one have when it comes to property? Thank you.
Great question. I love that.
So what kind of?
What kind of mentality do you need to have to be able to invest in property? Because
Yes.
some people
So
don't think that they can do it.
Absolutely. So this is a very, lot of thing people have in their mind, whether should I invest, whether should I not invest, and what happens if I lose my job or if I lose the income which I was going to get, how will I how will I make sure that I can able to sell that property? So for that reason, you need to find a developer. I'm not saying only Danube. There are many other developers in the market. Find that developer, that trusted developer whom you know that the ticket value which you're buying is not very high. Because if the ticket value is high, it's very difficult to sell. But the ticket value is less and you have a good payment plan where you know that easily it can afford your pocket. Look for that properties. And I would strongly recommend that people who are still thinking that I should or should I not buy the property in Dubai, don't think, buy it. Because today, what property are you going to get? You're not going to get the same price next year and the following year and the following year. Because you have seen after the COVID how the prices have gone up. In spite of the prices going up, we are still far away from the international market. When I say far away from the international market, we are 1/3 the price of UK, 1/5 the price of Hong Kong, 1/3 the price of Europe, half the price of my city where I come from, where Mumbai and Delhi we are talking about. So we are still on a very, very affordable level where you have to buy the prices. And this is not going to stay. Trust me, the land in UAE or the land in Dubai especially is very limited. And in the prime location, you will never be able to find land or a good property at the same prices which you were getting 2 years ago, 3 years ago. And after 3 years, it's going to be much, much difficult. So mentality, first of all, decide, yes, I'm going to buy. Then second thing, decide, this is the developer I'm going to do. Third, the ticket size. If I buy this property, if I am not able to pay the installment, can I sell this property or not? And if you're able to do that, go ahead and do it. Trust me, you won't lose it.
Thank you.
Nice one. I like that. Really good. I'm going to make this the last question, please. If we can get the microphone. Yes?
Here it is here. Hello?
Yeah, where are you? Yeah.
We have people everywhere who are wanting to ask questions.
Mr. Rizwan, salam alaikum.
Oh, alaikum salam, brother.
I want to ask you, with your huge experience in the real estate industry, especially Dubai, what's your opinion on Abu Dhabi real estate market for the past 5 years? And I'm asking this question because I represent Abu Dhabi real estate market.
MashaAllah. Abu Dhabi is a market which you will see now in the next few months. Lot of developers are Dubai going to come over there. In fact, we also are looking for a plot. If I get a plot, I want to come over there.
I can help you with this.
Yes, please. I will be very happy. And that's a market Dubai people have to come over there because Dubai already we are finding scarcity of the land and finding a good land at a good place, especially in the sea facing and all that is not available in Dubai. So yes, Abu Dhabi is a market which is going to grow and we have a lot of people who would want to invest in Abu Dhabi also. So I am very optimistic about Abu Dhabi market and surely you will see in the next 1 year, within this year, a lot of developers announcing, because I know there is already 2-3 developers who have already bought some land and you will see this announcement happening over there. We are also in negotiating with a couple of land. So Abu Dhabi is a market to stay and I'm sure this will be beneficial for all the developers.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Amazing. Oh my gosh, we could keep going, but I'm
I know, I can
we have to
understand.
stop.
But thank you so much for giving me this opportunity. I'm really happy, Khulud. Like I mentioned, you've been a friend of mine forever. And thank you for all the Forbes team. I love you all. And thanks a lot for coming and listening to me. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, please do thank Rizwan Sajan, the founder and chairman of Danube Group.
advert.